everybody, I'm Catriona Morten, I'm a sensory motor psychotherapist, and today I want to take you through managing panic attacks. The feature of panic attacks is the absolute terror that we feel and what happens to our body. It completely affects the way that we breathe, and it makes us panic because breathing is the most important thing. If you know your ABC, airway, breathing, circulation, in your first aid training. So getting your breath right is really important. And if you look at somebody or you've had a panic attack yourself, what you'll notice is, yes, their anxiety starts to build, but when it really hits, they start breathing really, really rapidly, but not normal in and out breath really rapidly. They start gasping for air. And what we're doing is we're taking in way too much air, too much oxygen, that then sends a huge, massive rush of adrenaline and a huge rush to our head. And we feel really dizzy and lightheaded. Also sends our body into shock. And so when our body's in shock, all our blood and our blood vessels constrict to come to the centre of your body, so then you can start getting pins and needles. What you've got to be able to do is get your breathing under control. That's why if an ambulance is called, the first thing they'll do is they'll get out a paper bag and get you to breathe into a paper bag. They might give you oxygen at the end, but if you breathe into a paper bag, then what it does is, one, it extends your out breath, but also it slows down the amount of oxygen you're taking in because your out breath has got carbon dioxide in it. And so you're increasing your carbon dioxide and you're decreasing the rush of oxygen that's coming in. People go, what they actually can't do is breathe out. If you're with someone or you know you have panic attacks yourself, let your friends know, let your family know how to help you. Extend the out breath. So when your anxiety levels are going up, long before your breathing gets affected, your head will start to go offline. Your thinking brain goes offline. You actually can't think what to do. You might be going, what do I do? What do I do? But it'll be very hard to formulate any kind of thought because that's just a consequence of anxiety going up. We just lose the ability to think. We can't work anything out and we can't draw on anything because it's just not there. We're in panic mode. What our head will do is try and think, what do I do? What do I do? And also, if you can formulate any thought, it will be along the lines of, there is nothing to be afraid of, I don't need to panic, I'm just here. Actually, it doesn't help because, one, it doesn't match what you're feeling. You're feeling genuine fear and panic. And just because it looks lovely and sunny and everything's fine, it doesn't help because the action is all taking place in here. So the best thing you can do is not think. Time to stop thinking. Time to do. When we really take all our awareness into our body and make that the most important thing, I have to get my out breath under control, it automatically stops the thinking. And it's panicked thinking. So it takes our awareness away from everything that's going on out here, which isn't helpful either, to just one singular thing. Okay, I'm going to get my breathing under control. I'm going to get that out breath under my control. I'm going to count. I'm going to breathe the whole way out and I'm going to count to 6 as I breathe out and make sure all my breath goes all the way out. Next breath will come. Might also feel a bit panicky, but this is what we're doing. This is the only thing we're doing. You actually can't think and completely do this because it's hard and it's mindful. And then you just do it until you can feel the in-breath stopping being so frantic and fast. It will start to slow a little bit. It'll actually start to go in a little bit deeper. Panicky breathing is really shallow. It's fast and it's shallow and it's not going anywhere. It's just quick hits of oxygen the whole time, and it's not breath that's going to the arms and legs, and they're closed off anyway. They've gone into shock mode, and all your blood's gone to your vital organs because your body's getting this message that there's something seriously wrong. So we're going to shut down survival mode. and whether or not you start to freeze, or whether or not you might go absolutely freezing cold as well. You might not be able to move, or you might get the panic to run, or you might have both of those things going on at the same time. Whatever's going on, we have to get the breath under control, because that's the thing that gives the brain the message that things are calming down. And breath is the most important thing, and when we're having a panic attack, we've got to get that out breath under control. You've got to help somebody else when they're having a panic attack, get the out breath out of control. It might be quite hard getting them to do it the first time, because they're in panic mode. It's like, I need to get away, I need to get away. Just do this. Stay with it. When you can practice it, when you don't need it, it becomes very easily accessible, what we call procedural learning. Like when you've learned to drive a car, after a while you don't need to think about it. What you do when you get in that car is procedural. You want this to be the same thing. But also, if you make it really procedural, then what might happen is your body might actually pick up that cue and just do it naturally. Body's incredible. So I'm starting to feel a little bit anxious. Oh, I just took a big long deep breath. Brilliant. Oh yeah, I need to keep doing that. And just make that the most important thing, getting that out breath. And then you'll notice that everything else starts to just slow down and come back. You might start getting feeling back in your arms and your legs. It might start going a bit tingly. You might then realise, I'm absolutely freezing cold. Okay, right, you need to get your circulation going. You need to help that circulation. Now the breath is able to take your blood and your oxygen through your body and breathe your carbon dioxide out. You need to be able to get your circulation back going. Okay, let's rub our arms and legs. If you're doing it with someone, do it with them. Say, right, let's give our arms and legs a really good rub. Let's get that circulation going. Can you feel that kind of tingling? Can you feel that buzzing coming back? You might want to give them a bit of a shake as well. That can help kind of shake some of the adrenaline through the body, shake it off. Get it back, give them a good pat. Get everything, all the circulation going, all the blood coming through the muscles, so that you can then start to use the muscles, okay? Because it will feel like all your strength's left your body. You'll feel really weak and shaky and trembly, so we start to work on the strength. It also stops your head thinking. If you're only feeling what's happening in your body and working with your body to try and help this body that's just been through this massive shock get back online and regulate itself, then it's very, very hard to think. And by the time you do start thinking, there'll be a lot slower, more ordered thoughts. Everything will look a bit calmer and brighter around you. Things will start to slow down and you can start to think clearly, make the connections. Oh yes, reason with things. And then you can start to build up the strength in your body. It'll feel a bit shaky and weak at first. It's like, okay, we're going to use the muscles. We're going to squeeze our arms and use the muscles. It doesn't matter if it feels like you can't. Whichever ones join in first, brilliant. Just squeeze them, use them. Put your hands on your legs, engage those muscles, push out with your legs and in with your hands. You're just engaging your muscles, you're making them work. Do it a few times because they need to get the oxygen back in. Your body needs to be able to actually start to feel a bit more present and grounded and strong. It's like, oh yeah, do it again. Maybe link your hands together and pull. When you do that, it feels shaky. Then just link them together and pull. You're engaging the muscles. You're giving yourself that sense of strength and being here and being solid. And let it go, and you'll feel your breath just coming back and regulating. Do it nice and slowly. So take a few breaths. Notice your breathing's back to normal. Notice that your arms and legs are starting to kind of tingle and you can feel them. Circulation's coming back. Are things warming up a little bit? And the answer to all of these things will be yes. And just take your time and keep doing them. Just go round again. Okay, let's pat and rub them again. Let's go back to doing that. Every time you do it, you'll feel more. It's like, okay, and your breathing's still okay. Yeah, the breathing's still okay. And we don't want to be thinking at this point. And just keeping using the strength in our arms and our legs and our muscles until we tune in and go, oh yeah, I feel a lot less wobbly and shaky. Still a little bit. It'll take time to just settle. But knowing what you're doing and why you're doing it stops you thinking and you'll get regulated way, way, way quicker. I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, then please just drop them below. So if you like this video and it's been helpful, give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel below, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!